A near record number of Wisconsin schools can't afford the upgrades that they need, so they're asking taxpayers to help. La-Crosse's proposal costs the most.
News 8 Now's Jordan Fremstad discovered a flaw in the state's school finance structure that rewards some schools and punishes others.
This is about community more so than it's about politics.
Need for change.
The answer needs to be no.
Comes with debate.
It's time to really come together and unify.
Everyone wants a slice of the pie.
You gotta quit telling us you appreciate us because it's starting to ring hollow.
But the cupboard remains bare.
We can't count on the state to provide the funding that we need.
Wisconsin taxpayers will vote on 81 school referendums November 8th for a 21-year high total of 167.
There was no new money.
Aging facilities and declining enrollment force school superintendents like Aaron Engel
But we are not ruling out anything.
to look at other options. Education costs money.
That's not free.
Troy Gunderson spent 25 years as a leader for the West-Salem-School-District.
The other issue is growth.
He understands the pickle La-Crosse is in right now.
You're going to have to do something or you're going to go bankrupt.
Wisconsin's Constitution establishes each student gets a chance at a quality education. Candidates in this year's election agree that's not happening.
You know, some of these rich ones down in the southeastern part of the state don't need that extra per student.
Our kids' education should have nothing to do with the tax base in their area.
The state has a funding formula, but it's pretty difficult to understand.
It's not an easy story to tell.
Brian Walters, Howard's Grove School District business manager, says the state changes the rules every 2 years.
We have no idea what we're going to get for revenue. And, what if it's zero?
Wisconsin caps schools on aid based on property values. The formula, Gunderson says, in theory works pretty well. Walters points out a substantial flaw.
It's not exactly accurate because there are very poor economic areas that have high property values for a lower number of students.
Take de-soto and Cashton, for example. Same student population, but they are given different amounts of money based on the Riverview properties that drive up de-soto's property values.
Madison's computer views DeSoto as rich and Cashton as poor.
Holmen and La-Crosse, same story.
How different their financial world is.
Wisconsin sees Holmen as poor.
They don't match their student population, so they get more help from Madison or they would be taxed out of their home. They wouldn't be able to pay for it all.
Wisconsin sees La-Crosse as rich with fewer students.
Madison's computer views DeSoto and La-Crosse almost the same.
When you look at the school facilities, one is an obvious cut above the other.
They're running way fewer buildings. They're all new.
When schools want to exceed their revenue limit,
yes, so then we have to ask voters for permission to exceed.
Holmen School District Executive Director of Finance and Operations, Julie Holmen, is asking taxpayers for $650,000 for technology improvements and nearly $75 million for elementary school upgrades.
It is an investment.
She says crafting school budgets tests everything she knows about problem solving.
Often it's just enough to keep things operating.
According to Wisconsin Policy Forum, in 2002, Wisconsin ranked 11th in the nation in school spending. In 2020, the state dropped to 25th.
We've chosen lower taxes versus that higher service.
La-Crosse is asking for more than any other district statewide, $195 million to combine Central and Logan high schools. In Superintendent Engel's words, his district's motive for this proposal focuses on efficiency.
Then we'll be able to balance our budget and invest in those programs, invest in our teachers.
Many people disagree with this option.
So that we can come up with a plan that better serves our entire community and doesn't disenfranchise half of our neighborhoods.
Should this referendum pass, La-Crosse taxpayers will pay an estimated $8 more for every $100,000 in property value.
It'll feel about the same financially.
Gunderson says people look down on debt.
Debt's not always a bad thing.
However, if the economy has revealed one thing, costs are rising.
It's going to cost me way less to do it now than it is to wait.
The lack of school funding now rests on whether voters want to foot the bill. This is Jordan Fremstad, News 8 Now, La-Crosse.
At least 6 western Wisconsin school districts are asking voters for money.
We have posted the complete list of the referendums on the November ballot at news8000.com.